The world of Demon Slayer is a fascinating one that is full of compelling stories. But what if pop star Ariana Grande made her way into the universe? Would she excel as a highly regarded Hashira, using her special abilities to fight demons, or as a demon with her dazzling yet lethal illusionary abilities succumb to the darkness? Let's explore this imaginative scenario, which combines the perils and magic of Demon Slayer with Ariana's real-life persona. Sit tight, hold on to your Nichirin swords, and let's begin. Ariana Grande is a pop icon who has made a creative impact on the world, crossing borders of music, fashion, and pop culture, and therefore becoming one of the most influential people of her generation. Ariana's journey into the spotlight began in her teenage years with acting roles in television, notably her role as Cat Valentine in Victorious. However, it was her transition into music that catapulted her into superstardom. Ariana possesses one of the strongest voices. Her vocal range is often compared with Mariah Carey. She has consistently broken records on the Billboard charts and became the first artist to debut 5 songs at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, a feat that emphasizes her unparalleled popularity and musical influence. Over her career, Ariana has garnered multiple Grammy Awards, including Best Pop Vocal Album for Sweetener. Ariana's influence extends beyond music into the realms of fashion and beauty. Known for her iconic ponytail, thigh-high boots, and oversized sweatshirts, Ariana's style has inspired countless fans worldwide. She effortlessly blends glamour with approachability, making her a relatable fashion icon. With over 380 million followers on Instagram alone, she is one of the most followed individuals in the world. Her digital presence extends to her activism. Ariana frequently uses her platform to advocate for important causes, including mental awareness, LGBTQ+ rights, and racial equality. Her ability to balance authenticity with activism has made her a role model for millions. Ariana's contributions to philanthropy are as impressive as her artistic achievements. Following the tragic Manchester Arena bombing in 2017, which claimed the lives of 22 people and injured many others during her concert, Ariana showcased immense strength and compassion. Just 2 weeks after the tragedy, Ariana organized One Love Manchester, a benefit concert that united some of the biggest names in the music industry. The event raised millions of dollars to provide support to the affected families and survivors. In addition to her efforts following the Manchester tragedy, she has supported numerous charitable organizations, including the United Nations Children's Fund, or UNICEF, PETA, and Stand Up to Cancer. Ariana Grande's real-world persona offers a fascinating foundation for a character in the Demon Slayer universe. Known for her grace and fierce dedication to her craft, Ariana embodies qualities that align with Hashira's resolve and discipline. Her fashion sense and ability to captivate audiences resonate with the charismatic presence required of a demon as well. Her delicate appearance, mixed with her fiery determination, provides fertile ground for creating both a compassionate Hashira and a cunning demon. But her transformation into either role would depend on how her backstory unfolds in this imaginative universe. Let's take a deeper look at it. If Ariana became a Hashira, she would bring a unique blend of elegance and power to the role. Known for her iconic ponytail and chic style, she would adapt effortlessly to the Demon Slayer aesthetic. Picture Ariana dressed in a flowing haori, adorned with vibrant floral patterns, pink, lilac, and soft greens, reflecting her connection to nature and serenity. Her katana would feature a flower-shaped tsuba, symbolizing her mastery of flower breathing, a technique that is as graceful and beautiful as her real-life performances. Her personality would resonate with the duality often seen in the Hashira. Off the battlefield, she would exude kindness and compassion, offering warmth and comfort to her comrades. However, during combat, her demeanor would transform into one of unwavering resolve. Her ability to balance gentleness with strength would make her a standout among the Hashira. Ariana's journey to becoming the Flower Hashira would begin in a hidden village that was renowned for its music and blossoms. Her voice would be a marvel and could calm storms and bring peace to all who heard it. But one fateful night during a festival, a soul-devouring demon drawn in by her voice would attack. Her parents would sacrifice themselves for her by using an ancient protective melody to save her. Left alone amidst the ruins of her village, Ariana would find a hidden scroll detailing a combat style inspired by nature's beauty and the rhythm of music. Determined to honor her parents' memory, she would train tirelessly and learn to channel her voice into graceful but devastating techniques. Seeking guidance, she would train under the tutelage of a retired Hashira and mastered flower breathing breathing techniques. Her journey would be arduous, but her persistence and talent would eventually lead her to the ranks of the elite Hashira, as her extraordinary abilities catch the attention of the Demon Slayer Corps, who would be deeply impressed and offer her to join them as the Flower Hashira. As the Flower Hashira, she would combine elegance and deadly precision, using her melodic power to protect the innocent and silence the darkness. Her battles would be as captivating and fierce, which would be a reminder that even in tragedy, beauty and strength can rise. Her fighting style would be a mix of elegance and precision. Her movements would flow seamlessly and resemble a dance, which would make her a mesmerizing presence in battle. Some of her unique flower breathing techniques would include: first form, blossoming petals. The Flower Hashira would initiate a graceful slash that sends a storm of flower petals swirling through the air. This would create a mesmerizing visual shield that obscures her true movements and confuses her enemies. Second form, Honorable Shadow Plum. Her precision would be unmatched with this technique. Honorable Shadow Plum would allow her to close the distance between herself and her target in an instant, delivering a singular, devastating attack aimed at vital points. Each strike would be a testament to her discipline and focus, leaving behind a trail of fluttering petals, as if nature itself acknowledges her prowess. Third form, Garden of Tranquility. By creating a serene area infused with the essence of blooming flowers, she would heal her allies and boost their morale. This rejuvenating technique would not only be a lifesaver during fierce battles, but also a symbol of her nurturing spirit, reinforcing her role as a protector and healer within the Demon Slayer Corps. Fourth form, Crimson Hanagoromo. With Crimson Hanagoromo, the Flower Hashira would unleash a sweeping and fiery attack that would engulf her surroundings in a burst of vibrant red blossoms. This technique combines ferocity and artistry, as the fiery petals overwhelm her opponents with raw power and beauty. The move would serve as a stark reminder that even the most elegant flowers can have deadly thorns. Fifth form, Peonies of Futility. In this multi-directional assault, she would release a barrage of attacks that transform into a storm of flower petals. These petals would confuse and disorient her enemies, creating an inescapable trap that incapacitates them. Sixth form, Whirling Peach. She would channel her energy into a spinning whirlwind of petals, striking multiple enemies simultaneously. This form would embody her agility and grace, with her movements fluid and captivating, as if she were performing a deadly dance. Whirling Peach would leave her foes bewildered and unable to counter her rapid, elegant strikes. Final form, Equinoctial Vermilion Eye. Flower Hashira's ultimate technique would be awe-inspiring and dangerous. By channeling her breathing technique to its peak, she would enter a heightened state of kinetic vision and start perceiving the world in slow motion. This would enable her to execute strikes with unrivaled precision, dismantling even the most formidable foes. However, this form would come at a cost, as the immense strain it places on her eyes risks causing severe damage, adding an element of sacrifice to her immense power. The Flower Hashira's nurturing and gentle nature would make her well loved among her fellow Hashira. She would share a strong bond with Shinobu Kocho, the insect Hashira, as both use elegance and technique to mask the brutality of their roles. Their shared philosophy of mercy would contrast with more headstrong personalities like Sanemi Shinazugawa, with whom she would occasionally butt heads. Despite this, mutual respect and camaraderie would bind them all in the fight against Muzan's demons. As a demon, Ariana's transformation would be both mesmerizing and haunting. Her shimmering kimono would be made from reflective fabrics in silver, blue, and purple hues, mirroring her blood demon art of illusions and reflections. Her eyes would glow iridescently and captivate her victims, while her porcelain-like skin and ethereal beauty mask the sinister nature of her powers. Her personality as a demon is layered with bitterness and longing. Ariana's descent into darkness is rooted in betrayal and heartbreak, making her a complex and tragic character. Despite her allegiance to Muzan Kibutsuji, she would harbor a lingering humanity, which occasionally manifests in fleeting moments of hesitation. In this alternate narrative, Ariana would begin as a celebrated performer whose talent and beauty win the hearts of many. However, her rise to fame is marred by envy and treachery, culminating in her betrayal by those closest to her. Left broken and vulnerable, she would encounter Muzan, who would offer her a way to escape her pain by offering her eternal power and vengeance. As the reflection demon, Ariana would rise to become Upper Moon 3, wielding her powers to devastating effect. Her hatred for humanity would fuel her cruelty, yet her artistry and grace would make her a uniquely terrifying adversary. The Reflection Demon's blood demon art would be around creating illusions and manipulating reflections to confuse and overpower her enemies. Her techniques would be as dazzling as they are deadly. Number 1. Shattered Reflection. This technique would create an armor of mirror-like clones, each indistinguishable from the real Reflection Demon. These clones would move move and attack in perfect synchronization, overwhelming her enemies with simultaneous assaults. Number 2. Mirage Veil. With this ability, the Reflection Demon would envelop the battlefield in a shimmering aura of reflective energy, distorting the perception of space and movement. Enemies would find themselves struggling to differentiate reality and illusion, often attacking empty air or being led into traps. Number 3. Glimmering Bind. A sinister and immobilizing move, the Reflection Demon would unleash shards of reflective light that latch onto her enemies, freezing them in place. These shards wouldn't just restrict movement, but also amplify the fears and insecurities of those caught in their grasp. Victims would be forced to confront haunting visions of their worst memories or deepest vulnerabilities, leaving them paralyzed and at her mercy. Number 4. Echoing Illusions. This ability would sow chaos by mimicking the Reflection Demon's voice and movements across the battlefield. The illusions would be so convincing that even the most seasoned demon slayers wouldn't be able to trust their senses, leading to hesitation and missteps. In this confusion, she could strike from the shadows, often leaving her enemies bewildered and defenseless. Number 5. Reflections of Chaos. The Reflection Demon's ultimate and most devastating move. This technique would trap her enemies in a maze of shifting illusion, a kaleidoscope of ever-changing mirrors where time and space seemed to collapse. Opponents would find themselves endlessly chasing shadows, unable to discern friend from foe. As one of Muzan's most powerful, the Reflection Demon would command fear and respect among the 12 Kizuki. She would share a complex bond with Daki, empathizing with her tragic backstory while subtly mocking her lack of refinement. At the same time, her rivalry with Akaza would add tension to the group, as her philosophy of deception and beauty starkly opposes his values of strength and honor. Despite her loyalty to Muzan, the Reflection Demon would occasionally question his motives, hinting at an inner conflict that could lead to her redemption, or perhaps her downfall. In the Demon Slayer universe, Ariana's presence as a Hashira or a demon would be an enriching one for the audiences. Which side do you think suits Ariana Grande best, as a demon or as a Hashira? Share your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for more exciting content.